Cody Rhodes returns at SNME to cost John Cena the best and worst of WWE SmackDown before Saturday night's main event. What is the meaning of Wyatt Sicks' latest cryptic post? WWE accidentally leak a massive Money in the Bank winner on SmackDown. Rusev's comeback needs Lana to succeed. A very rare update on Bronson Reed amid his WWE absence. Triple H faces heat before Saturday night's main event. Bianca Belair ignoring her best friend after stepping away from WWE. Roman Reigns hits a huge milestone amid his WWE absence. The Rock has become a joke within WWE. Starting off with the best and worst of WWE SmackDown before Saturday night's main event. The last SmackDown before Saturday night's main event started with WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. Alexa Bliss jumped in with a sharp promo to challenge the champ. Tommaso Ciampa took down Chris Sabin thanks to Candice LeRae's surprise return. Michin and B-Fab got another win over the Secret Hervis after a heated backstage clash. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre brawled all night, building hype for their steel cage match at Saturday night's main event. Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Nia Jax cut promos for their Money in the Bank qualifier next week. Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and Jacob Fatu got the same shot for the men. Bianca Belair's comeback was also teased. Here's what soared and what sank on SmackDown. Number 1. Best. 2 tag teams with big potential. Clash. After Solo Sikoa beat Jimmy Uso and Rey Fenix to earn a Money in the Bank spot last week, the two losers teamed up to face Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo. It was an odd but exciting duo, with both sides never having teamed before. A loss could have hurt Fenix, who got pinned last week, or Mateo, who just debuted. Fatu and Mateo tried to outshine each other, but Solo Sikoa's distraction gave his side the win. Jimmy and Fenix clicked well, while Mateo's sneaky athletic skills stole the show again. Number 2. Best and worst. LA Knight grabs Money in the Bank spot. Money in the Bank qualifiers often mean someone promising takes a hit. In the match between Aleister Black, LA Knight, and Shinsuke Nakamura, it was Black who lost out. Nakamura, back after a long break, took the pin. He traded some awesome strikes with Black, and Knight's win was the right move. Still, it's tough to see Black miss a big event after returning just a month ago. He didn't take the pin, but a loss is still a loss on his record. Number 3. Best. Wyatt Sicks storms SmackDown. The Wyatt Sicks finally hit SmackDown after being off WWE TV all of 2025. They moved to the blue brand in January's transfer window, but Uncle Howdy's injury delayed their plans, sidelining Alexa Bliss too, even though she was healthy. The group made a big return, crashing the main event title match between Fraxiom and the Street Profits. It wasn't as wild as their first appearance, which is good. It kept the focus on their comeback. The cherry on top was Uncle Howdy blowing out candles on a birthday cake, a touching nod to Bray Wyatt on his birthday. Number 4. Worst. John Cena's no-show. Before Saturday night's main event, John Cena fought at Backlash and is on the Saturday night's main event poster after attacking R-Truth at the press conference. It's a non-title match though, and Cena didn't show up on either go-home show, despite being booked for next week's SmackDown. They aired a video package about his heel turn instead. R-Truth cut a promo about saving wrestling by beating this new, darker Cena, who's not the hero he grew up idolizing. When big stars skip the go-home show, it makes the match feel like an afterthought. Number 5. Best and worst. Protecting a queen. Hurts a champion. Charlotte Flair crashed Bliss and Stratton's opening segment with a dazzling fireworks entrance no other woman got. She gave her usual speech about dominating. Julia stepped up next, and Zelina Vega actually got an entrance. That was the highlight for Vega, who faced a 14-time champ and a hot new star. It was a no-win situation. Either a fresh talent or a champion would lose. Flair didn't take the pin, so Vega and her US title took the hit. Protecting Flair's image came at the cost of Vega's credibility. Lyra Valkyria beat Becky Lynch with a roll-up. Why couldn't Flair lose like that? What is the meaning of Wyatt Sicks' latest cryptic post? The Wyatt Sicks crashed SmackDown, storming the WWE Tag Team Championship match between the Street Profits and Fraxiom. They wrecked everyone in sight and honored Bray Wyatt's birthday with a cake tribute. Right after, they dropped a strange post on their official X account that got everyone talking. People scrambled to figure it out. The Roman numerals V13MCMLX spell out May 23, 1987, Bray Wyatt's birth date, a clear nod to the late star. On the right side of the glitched image, there's a reference to Job 4:8, a Bible verse from Eliphaz's speech. According to Bible Gateway, it says, "As I have observed, those who plow evil and those who sow trouble reap it." In plain words, it's about cause and effect. Do bad things and bad things come back to you. It's like a warning that evil actions lead to trouble down the road. What's next for the Wyatt Sicks on SmackDown is anyone's guess, but their attack on the Street Profits, the current champs, and Fraxiom, the top contenders, suggests they're gunning for the tag team titles. Uncle Howdy even roughed up Nathan Fraser and Axiom, hinting at a chase for the gold. This could be a smart move, putting the Wyatt Sicks in the spotlight and heating up the tag team division. It'll be exciting to see how this story plays out, and if the Wyatt Sicks can grab the WWE Tag Team Championship. WWE accidentally leak a massive Money in the Bank winner on SmackDown. The Money in the Bank event is just weeks away, and WWE might have let slip who's winning the women's ladder match. All clues point to Alexa Bliss becoming Miss Money in the Bank again. During the latest SmackDown, Alexa interrupted Tiffany Stratton in the ring, hinting that someone would snag the briefcase and cash it in on her title. Alexa could be the one to climb the ladder in Los Angeles and take the contract, setting up a cash-in on Stratton's championship, just as she suggested. WWE hasn't called her the first two-time Miss MITB yet. On last week's SmackDown, Alexa said she'd be the first to win the contract twice. If she grabs the briefcase, she could cement that historic milestone. Since her big return at the Royal Rumble, people have been pushing for WWE to give Alexa a major spotlight. She hasn't had any big rivalries since coming back, though. Triple H could answer those calls by having her win the MITB contract, boosting her without tying her to a Wyatt Sicks storyline. While nothing's confirmed, it wouldn't shock anyone if Alexa walks out of LA with the briefcase. Rusev's comeback needs Lana to succeed. Rusev is back in WWE after his 2020 release, looking as dominant as ever. But wrestling veteran Dutch Mantel believes Rusev won't truly shine without Lana, also known as CJ Perry, by his side. The duo of Rusev and Lana was a huge hit in WWE, with her managing the Bulgarian Brute for years, making him seem unbeatable. They even teamed up briefly in AEW, but that story fizzled out. Now, while Rusev is back on WWE TV, Lana hasn't gotten the same call. On Sportskeeda Wrestling's Brodown, Dutch Mantel said Rusev's chances of breaking through in WWE are slim without Lana's return. I don't think either he'll get over. I think he's missing Lana. He needs her. I don't know what else he can do other than push that political button a little bit. I think people are sick and tired of politics right now. That's why they watch wrestling. They want to be entertained. I think, and I was watching tonight and thinking about it today, will Rusev get over? I don't think he will. He may, and I hope he does, but I don't think so. I think it's stacked against him a little bit. Rusev is back competing full-time, but Lana's only tied to WWE through a Legends contract, with no sign of her returning to TV. A very rare update on Bronson Reed amid his WWE absence. WWE star Bronson Reed recently shared a rare glimpse into his personal life while sidelined from the ring. Reed has been out of action since injuring his foot at Survivor Series, War Games 2024, where he teamed with Solo Sikoa's Bloodline against Roman Reigns' crew. He went for a tsunami off the cage top but hurt his foot, later announcing he needed surgery and would be out for an unknown time. While off WWE TV, Reed posted on Instagram, sharing a photo with his wife and child, emphasizing what matters most to him. Family over everything, he wrote. This heartfelt post is unusual for Reed, who rarely shares personal moments online. He also hopped on X to drop a hint about his comeback, saying he'll be back soon enough, and taking a shot at others in the locker room for copying his in-ring style. I'll be back soon enough. There are too many suckers biting my style, Bronson tweeted. Before his injury, Triple H's creative team was giving Reed a big push. Many hoped he'd snag a major singles title, as he hasn't won anything big on the main roster yet. It's exciting to think about what WWE has in store for Big Bronson Reed when he returns. So Triple H faces heat before Saturday night's main event. WWE is ready for the 39th Saturday night's main event, set for May 24th, 2025 at the Yuengling Center in Tampa, Florida, with a loaded lineup. On the latest SmackDown, a new match was added to the card. Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega have been clashing for weeks, ever since Vega took the US Championship from Green. Now, Green's gunning for her title back in a showdown with Vega in Tampa. On Sportskeeda WrestleBinge's Brodown, former WWE writers Vince Russo and Dutch Mantel ripped into the final SmackDown before the big NBC event, slamming its quality. They're on NBC tomorrow night. NBC, do you remember how big Saturday night's main event used to be? They're on NBC tomorrow night. And this is the show you give us before you're on NBC, Russo said. While Mantel trashed the SmackDown episode, he held out hope for Saturday night's main event. Okay, tonight's show was really bad. Tomorrow will be really good. They can't lay two eggs in a row, surely, Mantel said. Beyond Vega defending her US title, the event boasts more big matches. R-Truth takes on his childhood hero WWE champion John Cena in a non-title bout, while CM Punk and Sami Zayn team up against Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker in what's expected to steal the show. Bianca Belair ignoring her best friend after stepping away from WWE. Bianca Belair seems to be ghosting her best friend in WWE. This came up right after. The EST opened up about her struggles on tonight's SmackDown. Belair appeared on the show, talking about her injury and time away from WWE after WrestleMania. She shared her challenges and vowed to push through, promising a return next week. While she was healing, though, she apparently stopped talking to Naomi. Despite Naomi's repeated messages, Belair hasn't responded. Now that Belair's coming back, Naomi sent another message, acknowledging her friend's struggles but insisting she's faced worse, urging Belair to pick up the phone. "Bianca Belair, you going through it, but you ain't gone through more than me, so answer the damn phone," Naomi wrote. Tensions linger between Belair and Naomi, especially after Naomi betrayed Jade Cargill and attacked her last year. Roman Reigns hits a huge milestone amid WWE absence. Roman Reigns has won over countless WWE fans with his commanding presence, and his popularity keeps climbing. The original Tribal Chief just hit a major personal milestone, deserving a big shout-out. Reigns has been off TV since Braun Breaker teamed up with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman to brutally attack him and CM Punk, a storyline move to fuel their feud. Fans have been eagerly waiting for the OG Bloodline leader to return. Today, there's something to celebrate. Reigns reached 10 million Instagram followers, making him only the 7th WWE star to hit that mark. Reigns isn't booked for Saturday night's main event or Money in the Bank, suggesting he'll stay off TV for now. His part-time schedule has sparked complaints from fans and wrestling veterans. Former WWE announcer Jonathan Coachman pointed out how Reigns' absence is impacting the company. He already misses 2 or 3 months at a time, and as long as this is a narrative that everybody's struggling, tickets, TV viewership, you need your biggest star. Roman Reigns is arguably one of the 3 biggest stars in the company, and he never works. And he just said, "My next deal's gonna be my last, probably. 3 more years is all I can do." All he can do of what? He only shows up, what would you say, 15 times a year maybe on the show? Could he make a surprise appearance to help CM Punk and Sami Zayn take on Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins this Saturday? We'll have to wait and see. The Rock has become a joke within WWE. Lately, The Rock has been the butt of jokes inside WWE after a surprising change caught everyone off guard. On February 21st, 2025, The Rock announced that WrestleMania 42 would take place in New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome, hyping it as WWE's biggest event of the year. But then, WWE switched gears, striking a deal to move the show to Las Vegas instead. According to PW Insider, this wasn't The Rock jumping the gun before a deal was locked in. WWE simply scrapped the New Orleans plan, canceling venue contracts and possibly facing penalties for breaking agreements. This flip-flop sparked jokes within WWE, poking fun at the final boss for the mix-up, with people chuckling over the Brahma Bull's plans going off the rails. This follows a messy WrestleMania 41, where many expected The Rock to play a big role, but he was absent, and Travis Scott stepped in to back John Cena instead. It's unclear how the legend will react to the jokes or the situation. So far, he's not scheduled to appear. Cody Rhodes returns at SNME to cost John Cena. Cody Rhodes, the former WWE champion, hasn't been seen on WWE TV since losing his title to John Cena at WrestleMania, with Travis Scott's help securing Cena's 17th World Championship. Since then, Cena used dirty tricks to keep the title against Randy Orton, Cody's old mentor at Backlash. Now, Cena's set to face R-Truth in a non-title match at Saturday night's main event, and many are buzzing about a possible Cody Rhodes comeback. On Sportskeeda, WrestleBinge's Bro Down, former WWE head writer Vince Russo shared that Cody's return would only make sense if Cena's match closes the show, though he doubts it will. The only way you'll see him involved is if they put Cena out on at the end. I can't see them putting that match on the end. That's not a main event. But if they put him on the end and he's getting the heat, and Cody makes a save at the end of the show, that's the only thing that they could do. But I can't see them putting that match on last, Russo said. Fans have been begging for the American Nightmare to return since his title loss, with rumors swirling for weeks. But nothing has happened yet. If Cody does show up at Saturday night's main event, it could set the Yuengling Center on fire. On the Rebooked Wrestling podcast, former WWE star Matthew Rehwoldt suggested R-Truth might beat Cena since it's a non-title match. He also noted that Triple H's creative team likely made it non-title to protect Cena's championship. R-Truth wins because it's a non-title match. Yeah, that's very intriguing. I still don't think they'll have John Cena lose while he's on this title run. But it definitely raises that point much higher in the conversation that it is a non-title match, English said. Everyone's wondering if Cody Rhodes will storm back during Cena vs. R-Truth at Saturday night's main event. We'll have to wait and see what WWE has up its sleeve.